I don't think there fit-all solutions that would apply for all levels of education and for all contexts. When we talk about education, there are several important questions we need to consider. First of all is access, then it's the type of curriculum we have, and the third is the role of the state and the way we finance the system. If we're talking about early education, elementary education, access is crucial, and we need to make sure that every citizen and every group has access. The role of the curriculum, on the other hand, has two purposes: to transfer knowledge, but also to socialize the child into a given culture and society. Therefore, in these early models, there's much greater room for the state, because the state not only needs to regulate, but it also needs to finance. When we move to higher education, the situation is much different. When we talk about access, merit is the first and foremost criterion. At the same time, we need to consider that merit cannot be the only criterion, because we do have marginalized groups who are at disadvantaged position at acquiring certain skills at early levels of education. So we need to assure that we have mechanisms to include those groups, empower them, and enable them, not only to acquire knowledge, but to represent their communities. In terms of curriculum also, the situation is very different. We're no longer talking about socializing students. This would be in fact close to propaganda. We're talking about providing students with specific skills. And those skills in the 21st century are very different than what they might have been in the 19th century or even the 20th century. We need to provide students with strong analytical skills. We need to provide students with critical thinking, with communication skills, with ability to solve problems and find creative solutions. We need to enable them to be creative, innovative, entrepreneurial, and bold. Therefore, the curriculum and the methods of education should be radically different from what we see in the lower levels. The curriculum should be addressing global problems, should teach students to become flexible and adaptable in an ever faster changing environment. In this model, the state really has a very different role, and the mechanisms for financing are multiple. Of course, we have the model of state universities, and those work, but when the state does indeed provide subsidies for state university, it needs to assure control, and at the same time it needs to provide room for enough intellectual freedom. We also have private models that are very successful. If indeed an institution provides quality education, financing itself through a combination of tuition, donors, and additional multiple sources, alumni, this becomes also a very viable model. I would like to highlight here the experience of the American University in Bulgaria, which is exactly such an institution. It is a liberal arts college that has been transferred literally as a model to Bulgaria with the purpose of educating the future leaders of the region, imbuing them with democratic values, stimulating them to be engaged in society and to contribute and give back. We adopt a liberal arts model of education where we spend a lot of time teaching students not only a specific skill or specialization, but a broad knowledge that provides them with a variety of skill sets that would make them flexible and adaptable. We're a private institution and we do not rely on the state at all, other than for accreditation and monitoring our quality. And I'm proud to say we have the top quality in terms of placing our students, in terms of our programs and our reputation. And we finance ourselves through a combination of donors, tuitions, alumni engagement, and so forth. Although it is a model that requires a lot more flexibility and adaptability to the market and to the environment, for 25 years we have proven that we could provide quality education to the region. And if we see where our graduates are placed, they're a real testament to the success that we have managed to bring to the region.